Forward, there's a chance they'll go this time. Pretty good, I'd say. Pretty good. Well done, Joe. It's Hewick and Shawnee Conn who are two of the first to go forward. Ballybow is another one who's going to be up with the early pace. The Big Clubman is right up there too with One Way West as they go now on their way towards two flights along the back straight this afternoon. Ballybow, One Way West, the Big Clubman, Hewick and Daydream Nation, Iker Dubois, and then Carl de Terrell with Shawnee Conn down the inside. Big jump Ballybow over that one. Surrendered a lot of ground. Stops in third as Hewick takes over the lead, but Ballybow is quick to go back and take over the lead. Danny Gilligan keen to go forward. From One Way West, Hewick, the Big Clubman is next, and they're chased by Iker Dubois. Shawnee Conn is next as they clear flight number 2. Manila 6-0 close in behind the lead with Duke Silver and Carl de Terrell. De Capo Glories towards the outside. Right down the inside is Grand's Boy, and further back to Filier Eye, who turns in front of Fad Eadrainn, and then further back behind these down the inside is Chance Another One, the reserve who got in under Dan King. Blue Mosque is tucked away well towards the back of the field, ran out of room there as well. Blue Mosque lost a bit of ground. Margaret's Legacy picks up on the outside, a couple of positions there. On the outside of Chance Another One, Bridie's Bow is in that group. Billy Lee Swaggers towards the back with Sign for Above, and in between that pair, the Lovely Man at the back of the field.
Yeah, one there that you can pick out is Filier Eye, about 3/4 way back. Danny Mullins in the white cap and navy colours. He's running really, really keen. A well-fancied horse, but he's probably blown his chance now. Danny taking a pull again, and he's the one, because he was causing trouble switching out, he ended up coming in, causing a ricochet back, and that's what happened to Blue Mosque.
So they've cleared 4. They're on their way now towards the turn, in towards the straight, on towards flight number 5 and 6, either side of the winning post. Ballybow leads from, in second spot, One Way West and Ben Jones for the Ben Pauling team. Daydream Nation is third. Ben Harvey aboard this one. The Big Clubman towards the outside. The least experienced run in the field, just the 4 runs. Sean O'Keefe aboard. Hewick, probably the most experienced run in the field. Right down the inside, the former King George winner. Shawnee Conn for John O'Neill Jr. is just in the centre. The grey on the outside is Iker Dubois and Cian Quirk. Just behind these, in the centre of your picture, is Duke Silver for Hugh Horgan, a winner of the Dublin Racing Festival. Towards the outside is De Capo Glory and Michael Keneally, who needs those 3 winners to catch Owen Staples. On the inside is Manila 6-0 and Jack Kennedy in the blue with the green panel. You'll hardly pick him down the inside. Next up is Fad Eadrainn, and they're chased by Margaret's Legacy. Ballykinlar's on the outside, Grand's Boy the inner, and further back behind this group to Champagne Chic, and they're followed down the inside by Blue Mosque, Filier Eye, Bridie's Bow, by Lily Swagger, the Lovely Man, and Sign from Above as they got a race now on their way towards flight number 6, and it's Ballybow who leads from Daydream Nation. One Day West is next, and then the Big Clubman, Shawnee Conn, Iker Dubois, De Capo Glory pushing forward a position. Hewick still goes down the inside. Duke Silver is just in the centre of that group. Carl de Terrell is in there too as they take it safely and race now towards the top of the track. They're going to swing right-handed over flights 7 and 8. And out front into the turn, Ballybow going to lead them round, being chased in second by One Way West on the inside of Daydream Nation. Just behind them, the Big Clubman, Shawnee Conn, Hewick, Iker Dubois, Ballystone, Duke Silver, De Capo Glory and Carl de Terrell are next, and then Grand's Boy with Fad Eadrainn, who's trying to improve a position. Next up on the outside, Ballykinlar, Filier Eye, Margaret's Legacy are back in that next group. Blue Mosque is stuck to the inside of Chance Another One towards the back of the field. Still the Lovely Man and Billy Lee Swagger. Bridie's Bow, another one towards the back as they begin now. Sign from Above is also towards the back of the field. Didn't give that one a mention. So they go to the flight right down the bottom of the track. They're quickening it up now to 29 kilometres an hour down the hill, and it's Ballybow still in front.
Yeah, they tend to roll on down the hill there, and it can quicken the pace of a race, but they've steadied back up again. Ballybow in front, a horse with a chance. He's settling lovely, jumping lovely. Danny Gilligan will be really enjoying that. On his outside, also in lovely rhythm, is Daydream Nation and Ben Harvey. The Big Clubman is a horse who looked a bit sluggish on heavier ground, but on better ground he's a very, very big horse, and interesting, he's possibly too heavy for heavier ground. He's travelling really well through the race, and inside him another one with a big chance, Shawnee Conn, just getting a nudge along there, but he's also been loving it. And big fancy Carl de Terrell, Brian Hayes, you can see he's mid-division, just taking him back and taking him back. Slightly keen runner for this trip, but Brian conserving everything he can.
Real perspective on the furlongs pace here. 17 seconds up the hill, 14 seconds down the hill, and now we've had 2 16 seconds furlongs, just getting quicker now to 15. So they're just quickening it up slightly now as Ballybow leads in second spot. Daydream Nation, the Big Clubman goes a clear third. On the inside is One Way West, and they're chased by Shawnee Conn. Duke Silver's on the move, Iker Dubois the grey. Ballystone is next, trying to get nudging out as De Capo Glory. Ballykinlar is wide. Hewick is still right there down the inside.
This is a tricky place now. They head into the bend at the back of the straight, and they're in a huge bunch. You can see they're about on a follow there. Just as I was pointing out, De Capo Glory goes down. This gets very tight here, and things like that can happen. Somebody's going to get boxed and lose a bit of room around the bend. Hewitt could be the one backtracking down the inner.
Yes, so they've got 3 to jump, and it is Ballyboe from in second. Daydream Nation, one way west on the inside. Duke Silver's moved right into position. So too has the Clubman. Ballystone in the white and black check jacket is getting into it as well with Iker Dubois, one way west on the inside. Shawnee Conn is ridden. Ballykindler on the outside, not without his chance. Hewitt is boxing away. Carl de Terrell picking up on the outside. Blue Mosque is on the move now, and Billy Lee Swagger around the outside makes a big move as well if he can jump that well. So now they make their way on the turn towards home. So many with chances, but it is Daydream Nation and Ben Harvey who've gone to the front from Hugh Horgan and Duke Silver. The Big Clubman and Sean O'Keefe on the outside. Now watch Billy Lee Swagger and Shane O'Callaghan for the Philip Rothwell team. Ballykindler, Ballystone, and they're chased by Fad Eadrainn. Carl de Terrell has a bit to do, so too Blue Moss, but not out of it as they trace their way towards the final flight. And out front, Duke Silver from the Big Clubman, Billy Lee Swagger, Blue Moss still staying on. Then Carl de Terrell, Ballykindler, Daydream Nation, sign from above has gone right down the inside, needs the room, but it's Duke Silver now to the final flight with the advantage. But the Big Clubman on the near side's a big danger. Blue Mosque is next. The Big Clubman just puts his head in front, but they're coming from all sides. Blue Mosque on the near side, Duke Silver the far. It's tight to the line with on the centre of the track the Big Clubman, but Blue Mosque is lunging late and just on time, and Blue Mosque gets there from the Big Clubman. Duke Silver, Fad Eadrainn, Shawnee Conn, Carl de Terrell, Billy Lee Swagger, Hewitt signed from above, and then Grand's Boy with Margaret's Legacy, Manila 6-0, Bridie's Bow, and they're chased home by the Lovely Man, and then Daydream Nation, Ballykindler. Final ones to go by. Chance another one, Ballystone, Ballyboe. They dropped out with Iker Dubois and Phil Uri. Champagne Chic is the final one to finish and pull up coming up the straight. Was one way west. Well, Andy, you mentioned before the race you liked Blue Mosque. Well, you might just say thank you this evening to Donagh Meyler. He didn't do badly there.
He did not at all. The race in Fairyhouse worked out well with Blue Mosque winning, Fad Eadrainn staying on really well to finish. I think it was possibly fourth. Yeah, good ride from Donagh Meyler. I'd said beforehand that it's going to be tricky to drop in and come around this track, especially off a race that wasn't run overly hard. He was one who actually got slightly interfered with starting from the standstill and ended up, I think, last jumping off. He's had to weave his way through, he's had to be patient, and he's had to have a good partner. Yeah, from the second last, he's always been just waiting for that gap, and you can see even from the 2 pole, he's got a few lengths to make up, but it's only at this stage that he really gets a clean run. And I'd say when Donagh thought, yes, this is my time to really get going, the horse goes and is a little bit awkward at the last and has to pick him. Yeah, gets in too deep at the last, costs him a length or so, but battle's very tough. No Meades are always plenty fit.
I want to give a mention too to the breeder here, Christopher McKeever, a brother of Colin McKeever, who used to train for Wilson Dennis. And Christopher not only bred Blue Mosque, but 6 Shooter, She's a Star, and the Morn Rambler. He's been a huge supplier of Noel for some time. He was here yesterday. I'm sure he'll be here again today. He'll be absolutely delighted. The son of Berkshire out of a Lusaw mare. Katie is with Donagh Meyler, one of Donnagh's better ones.
Donagh, absolutely brilliant, having a great season, and another winner here at Punchestown.
Yeah, that was deadly. I got some enjoyment out of that now. Katie just dropped her in, said I'd ride her for a bit of luck. She was stepping up to 2.7 today, and yeah, she travelled, jumped really well throughout the race, and yeah, got a nice clean passageway through, and yeah, she was game down to the last and game the whole way to the line.
You need a lot of luck in these handicaps, and to be honest, they didn't go, it was kind of, they went a good gallop and they jumped off like they do, and then they settled down, but down the back they steadied it up and then they picked it up, and when you turn off that bottom bend, you really need the gaps to open. And did everything go to plan for you?
Yeah, everything went smooth. As you said, as soon as they kind of leave that bend down there, they start to rip, and I just said I'd ride for a bit of luck. Yeah, and the gaps opened up beautifully, thank God.
Did they open up, or did you have to ask someone for a little bit of room anywhere along the way?
There was a few pleasing thank yous going around, but no, she was very good, as I said, and yeah, maybe she'll have a nice campaign now as a mammy, please God. Ah,
yeah, and she's as tough as boots as well. But great to ride another winner here in Punchestown. Donagh, what way would you call the ground today?
Yeah, easy side. It's lovely, Katie. Anything, you'd have no negatives for any horse, really, you know, that sort of way. So, yeah, deadly.
You're not finished yet. You've got Come Walk With Me in the next.
Yeah, look, he was very good in what he done in Fairyhouse. He got penalised for it, all right. But look at, hopefully he's on the upward curve, and hopefully he can stay going forward.
These yards are on flying, and Emma runs this ship, this Noel Meade ship, but they're absolutely bombing, aren't they?
Yeah, deadly. Yeah, sure. Look at, hats off to Emma and Neil there. All the lads back at the yard, and you know, only for them we wouldn't have days like this, Katie.
That's it. Donagh, well done. Best of luck later.
Thank you. Cheers.